how do you judge how to use technology? The classical ethical question here is much of the research supported at MIT and most other universities is actually funded for military purposes. And, well, one can argue that this is good because it promotes defense, but also we know that with technology we can kill people. And typically this is done by, well, by militaries in the larger scale. So should we do it or should we not do it? And I think there's many answers to that question. I think since this forum is sponsored by Veritas, I would like to take a rather controversial position and say that, in fact, we can actually come up with rules and guidelines for how to make ethical use of technology without having to resort to a divine being. And the reason I'm saying that is because it is very easy actually to tell someone, well, if you do something bad, God will punish you. But I think, and without entering the question of whether God is there to punish you in the first place, it still seems to me that it is a little bit demeaning to tell someone that, because it seems to me that as humans, we should have the decency, the very basic fundamental decency to decide what is good to do to each other, whether we use technology or not. And that, of course, applies even in societies where technological use is very low, provided we have some sort of basic education and some sort of basic covenant in the community which guides behavior. And technology is very much a part of this covenant, whether you use it for a good purpose that you can help your fellow human being, or whether you can actually use it to inflict some terrible harm upon them. And it even guides the use of technology when it comes to unintended consequences, because the same covenant can actually guide you to decide how much you are going to research into the possible outcomes of your creation, of your invention, to the degree that you can, to the degree that you can anticipate. Of course, you can never anticipate everything, but you can try pretty hard with the help of background science that we have available nowadays, and also with the help of other colleagues. So I would like to take the thesis that, well, I don't know to what degree the world needs saving, but I would like to take the thesis that technology can indeed solve some very important problems that we face as humans, and it can do it very successfully if we can agree to have a decent behavior between ourselves as human beings.